Hello, hello. Today I want to talk about my makeup finds for October, what I've been going back to, what I've been using, what I found that I liked, that I want to play with, all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to jump right in. I have a bunch of stuff in front of me. So let's talk about it. First, I want to talk about the Drunk Elephant Bora Barrier Repair Cream. I have not done an official review on this yet, but I'm really, really digging this. This is a thick, thick cream, but it is so nice. It is like really, really repaired my skin. Like I said, I haven't done a like full review on it, and I want to do a little comparison against the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro whipped cream because I've been using that forever. It's not overly like shiny or dewy. Ugh, I'm really loving this. I thought that I wasn't going to like this in the beginning because it is so thick, but I just feel like my skin has been not necessarily like the my acne and things like that because I have been a little bad about washing my face, but like the hydration of my skin because of this product has been on point, like amazing. And we're heading into winter, so I'm really excited to use this for winter to see how my skin, because my skin gets so dry during the winter, like flaky. I have not been flaky since I've been using this. I've probably been using this for like 2 or 3 weeks now. I am digging this for sure. The only thing you have to watch out for is like if you don't get all of it off of the thing, like it starts caking up here on the top thing, and there's like a filmy layer on top of it that gets kind of gross that I had to wipe off, but I'll take it for that formula. Like I'm so into it. All right, primers. Again, I haven't done full dedicated reviews on these yet. I need to get to that. Maybe I'll do that today, so maybe they'll be up by the time this video goes up. Who knows? But it's the one size, and I need to do a video comparing these two. These are my new primers that I've been using. So let's start off with the Secure the Sweat. This is the Secure the Sweat one size. The only thing I don't like about this is the packaging. Like this is a really good primer. It reminds me a lot of the Milk Makeup Matte Primer. And it also reminds me of the Smashbox Matte Primer. Very similar to those two, and I think they're all similar in pricing. So I don't know. I've just been using this because I wanted to test it out, and I've been really liking it. Like it doesn't keep your skin like, because I have combo skin, so it's just kind of all over the place, kind of a hot mess. So it doesn't keep my skin like matte, but it keeps it pretty matte, and it doesn't keep it like it doesn't like suck the life out of it. You know what I mean? I hate this packaging because like in these like metal squeezy tube things, like it just like when you open it, it squirts out tons of freaking product, and it just wastes product. I think I hate these tubes. This is what my retinol comes in, and it does the same thing. As you can see, it's pretty clear. It's like a little milky. It's very thick in texture, but it's very clear. I have moisturizer on my hand too, so you might be seeing that. But like as you can see, it's already starting to dry down, like kind of matte, which is really nice. But again, it's not like overly matte. So I think that this would be good for most people, honestly, because it's not going to completely dry out your skin. I mean, obviously, you're not going to use a matte primer if you have really dry skin. But honestly, this isn't like it somehow has like a little bit of a hydrating property to it. So even if you did have really dry skin, I think you could use this primer. I feel like it does blur a little bit too. So anyway, I'm into this. So the other one size primer, let me try to get this, is the Oil Sucker Primer. This primer will suck the life out of your skin. Not necessarily in a bad way. It just keeps you pretty matte. And you have to be careful with this. So let me show you. It's an interesting texture. So you're supposed to shake it before you use it. See, do you hear how watery it is? So here's the tip. So I'm going to put a little on. And a little bit goes a long way. It obviously goes clear. But you do have to be a little careful with this because it will get like a little chalky. You might have like a little chalky. Like this one, I usually pat my primers into my skin because one, I don't want to disturb my sunscreen. Somebody told me that you want to pat so you're not disturbing the sunscreen. So I'll typically like pat this in, or like my other primers, my other matte primers, This one you definitely want to like rub in, because if you don't rub it all in, then there will be like a little chalky, like little bit left. But this will keep you matte, like matte. Like if you're oily, if you're this is not for dry people. This is not for dry people. This will keep you super matte, and I don't do this every day, right? It doesn't really dry out your skin, but it does like dry out your skin. Like if you use a product every day, like it'll dry out your skin, like a setting spray with alcohol or something. That'll dry your skin out. This doesn't really dry your skin out, but it like makes your skin feel like tight. Like that's how like mattifying it is. So I don't use this every day. I'll use this like during the summer. I was using it a little bit when it was really hot out and I was going to be running around in the sun, or if I have a long night out, if I'm going to a concert or something, this will help keep you very matte. So those are the situations that I would use this one in, but definitely like this for sure too. Okay, let's talk about some brushes. So I am liking the Real Techniques Bubble Brush. I am liking this for powder foundation. Like it's got the right density and it's got like a nice grip to just like, buff in powder foundation. Like gives you a little bit of hold to it, you know what I mean? Like but it's really nice. The texture of the bristles, they're really soft, but they're really, really dense. So I feel like it's really nice to apply powder foundation with this brush. So I'm really liking this brush. And it's really affordable. I think it's like $10 or something. So like, yeah. I did try this with creams and I didn't like it with the cream for whatever reason. I do like it with powders better. Do with that information what you will. Another Real Techniques brush. I've been trying out Real Techniques brush because they're like so affordable. So, and I've been on the hunt for a bronzer brush and I've been liking this one. This one is the Real Techniques blush brush. So it's pointed, it's soft, it's very, very soft, but it's got a nice shape to it and a nice size to it that I really like this with bronzer. It's not a 10 out of 10 knockout, exactly what I'm looking for, but I do like how much product gets picked up and how it lays it down with this point. I can put it in the areas that I want to put it in, and then you can blend it out like it gets like soft and blendy, so then it's nice to like blend it out. Again, it's not a 10 out of 10 exactly what I'm looking for, but I've really, really been enjoying this brush for bronzer. Foundation. Okay. I recently found this foundation, and I think I just put this review up, but it's blowing my mind. Okay. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation Matte. You guys, I love this foundation. I've only used it a couple times, so I want to play with it more. But this foundation doesn't look like makeup. It looks so light on the skin, so light and airy, but it like perfects everything and isn't like overly matte at all, but definitely is like has like a more matte finish, which I like. And it just I can't believe this is so inexpensive. It is wild. This is so good. It does not look like makeup on. It looks so beautiful on the skin. I actually like the spatula. It's kind of bendy. It's hard to show you on camera how bendy it is. See, it's like bendy spatula. It's interesting. I thought I was not going to like the spatula, but I kind of do. This is the shade. I think I got a pretty good shade. I think I could go up just a little bit. I get the shade 366C Buff Bisque. But you guys, this has such a light texture. Ugh, I'm really liking this foundation. I'm excited to play with this more. And I'm really excited that I tested it out because I'm going to play with this. I like it. Okay, now I've got two concealers that I've been liking. So the first one is the L'Oreal True Match. I have been really getting back into this one. I liked it when I first used it, but then of course I'm trying other stuff. Other things come up. This is so hydrating. It's got like that serum texture to it, but a lot of concealers that have that serum texture are like too watery, like not coveragey enough, like just too light. But I like a light concealer, right? This is light, but it has a little bit of coverage, but has that serumy texture, like very hydrating, not overly radiant. Interesting doe foot. Look at that coverage, but it's not like overly heavy. You know what I mean? Like, look, it kind of shears out, but still gives you coverage. I got the shade N5 medium. I thought the sticker came off because it's not on the bottom, but it's on the top. We got there. Anyway, so I've been really liking this concealer. So it's got a little bit of coverage. So what I've been doing is I've been taking it and I've been putting a little bit on my finger, and then I will like spot correct and just kind of blend it in to the skin and just kind of like spot correct the areas that I just want a little bit of like clean me up a little bit. And then I'll just set it with a powder, and I am really, really digging this. Again, affordable. We love that. And I just like the texture of this, and I just like that it's just like, it just feels like really hydrating without being greasy. I love it. I'm back into this. Okay, the last product that I'm going to talk about, and the other concealer that I'm going to talk about, other concealer and last product, is something that I just tried, and it's the Tarte Shape Tape Radiant. Okay, I got the mini, like travel size, of course, because, you know, I test out a lot of products and I'm not trying to spend all that coin on a full size when I'm just going to use a little bit of it if I don't like it. So I got the travel size, but dude, I don't know what's happened to me. Like, I am digging like radiant things these days. Like this radiant one. So this radiant one, it's not overly radiant. So I got the shade 20N light medium, and this is a little light for me. So I could go up on the shade, but the formula, see, you see it looks a little bit like lighter in consistency than the True Match, but the formula is so nice. I feel like this is like super blurring on the skin. It's like, I think it's medium shifting light is what I said in my review, but it definitely has that blurring property to it, and it's not overly radiant. Like, it doesn't make me look like I'm just got out of the shower and I'm a sweaty hot mess. So I really, really dig this. Don't mind the shade. But I'm excited. I've only played with this once through my review. I'm so excited to play with this more because I just feel like it like blurs the skin, makes it look perfected. It's not heavy. It doesn't look like makeup-y. I'm really excited to play with this one more. Again, this is like a higher end though, so like, I don't know if I would compare these two because this one's definitely more blurring, but drugstore high end. Oh, there's one more product that I want to talk about. I know I lied to you and I said that that was the last one, but I just saw this as I was like using a makeup wipe, and it's the Sephora Matte Powder Foundation. I got the shade 22.8N. I've been liking this with the Bubble Brush. So these two together is what I've been using, and I like this. Like, it's not like overly matte, but it does keep you, it's what I'm wearing today. I didn't wear a matte primer, so that's why I'm getting a little shiny here in the T-zone. But if with a matte primer, like, it's pretty good. It's not gonna keep you like matte all the day, like throughout the day. Like, it warms up to your skin so it looks nice on the skin. And I would say this is like light to medium coverage, which is, you know, my jam. But anyway, this is 22.8N. And yeah, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. I think I'm gonna need to go into more like cream products, like concealers for winter, because my skin does get so dry. But right now it's fall and I'm vibing. I'm vibing on the Sephora Matte Powder Foundation. Yes. All right, well, that wraps it up for me today. These are all my hits for October. Let me know what your hits are in the comments below, or if there are other things that you want me to review, other things that you want me to check out. I'm more than happy to do that, but I would love to hear what you guys are enjoying right now. So maybe I can find another little something that I like. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. You can find all of my favorites linked down below in my link tree in the description box. Hopefully I'll be doing these at the last day of every month, so be on the lookout for those. And I do longer get ready with me's on Mondays at noon, 12 o'clock Mountain Time, so look out for those as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will check you on the next one.